Hello everybody, it's Jazzy here. Now this video has a purpose and I will be talking about things that I want to talk about, and also including I'm going to speak about a message to an actor that I've been following, of course. I'll just get my camera right. So now I just gotta just get my camera right. So, firstly, I have been recently following an actor, which I have been following. Just give me a second, my camera's a bit crazy. This glare. Oh. Well, it has to do that way. I can't do much about the light. Right, as I'm saying, I have been following this actor, and yeah, I have some written notes that I've put down on paper, but I'm going to be looking at it and also explaining it and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to mention a name, but let me just see if I can adjust. Maybe if the battery's low. Okay, back on track. Okay. Oh my gosh. I think the first few minutes is just gonna be me messing around with the camera. It doesn't matter. It looks like, oh, lights shining on Jazzy's water fun. Okay, so pinpoint. First few seconds. Let's reset. 1 second. Reset. Let's start again. Hello, my name is Jazzy, and I'm here, and I'm going to be saying a few things. Okay, the last few weeks, I have been following an actor, which is from the Sonic movie, which is a voiceover for the actual Hedgehog Sonic, and I have got a lot of plushies of Sonic, and because I have been following a lot of different actors lately, but this particular one I thought did a really good voiceover. There's a lot of joy that come from watching Sonic on screen. The designs, the way that, the whole thing is set up. Now back to a point. I think if I'm a little bit, all over it, it's probably because this is the first time, probably. I mean, I have done videos I have done little videos before, but of course, doing live videos, particularly talking about this particular topic, and of course, I don't know who the one viewer is, but if it's who I think it is, they disappeared, but I tend to keep an eye on that little part there. I'm gonna say that the actor's name is Ben, of course, and that's a really cool name, which also reminds me of other characters. I mean, there's a lot of characters that I've followed. I mean, there's some that I haven't followed for a while, but back on point, I have been like into shadow for a little while, but now it's sort of like coming back to this character here. And of course you know who this is. And of course I am learning about all kinds of different things about movies, and I particularly will say that I have a particular favourite actor at the moment. And I woke up this morning, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but if I decide to write an actual letter, that would be something that I would do. But the thing is, I did send a letter to Sega, and in sending a letter to, let's say, the actor, if there's any fan mail addresses or that sort of stuff. I mean, there probably is, but I just want to make sure that I do this slowly and make sure that I do everything right. And of course, I always include, oh wow, I actually have one here. When I do write letters, I include these little hearts. Now there's actually a website on the back. If you can see it, it's Jazzy's Gift. Now, if I am gonna send a letter, I would put the joy. There's actually a heart that says joy on it, of course, and I think that would be a good one to give to the actor. Because I find when I watch videos on YouTube, I'll probably tag again, of course. As you know, you've probably seen in my previous videos how that works. I have when I really get focused on something, I get really focused on it. So, and sometimes it just happens, you know, I just like, oh, what's this? Oh, dun dun dun, it's there. And particularly between this hedgehog and another hedgehog, I'm a little bit like, well, I've got multiple interests in the movie, of course. So practically getting to know all the different things that the cast roles and stuff, looking at that, you know, there's lots of background blooper videos. I mean, it's good to watch that. And I followed so many different people, like on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Like I did and still am following a guy called Mr. Beast. And if I were to send him a letter as well, that's gonna take some time. But also, I know that would be a YouTube influencer. I don't know completely, but of course, looking at everything that's out there, there's a lot of YouTube influencers out there, and of course, if I start talking about stuff that I like, and people start hearing what's in my brain, and you probably saw the gummy heart. Yeah, I like that one because it relates to me. There was a lot of things in that store that, I mean, this is me absolutely going off topic, but of course it is on the same topic, because if you look at how things have changed or the things are happening, there's a lot of, like, of course, in movies you'll see a lot of fans jumping around at a stage, right? But it's not necessarily just that. It's how you actually, like, if you actually like listening to some music, then, and you really like that particular music, then it's something that you listen to. And of course, it's different for everybody. I have a lot of plushies. You can see in the background there. There's a whole lot of plushies there. Of course, I'm still learning how to use, I know how to use YouTube, but I'm trying to improve myself on YouTube. But also, connecting with more creative people would be 100% good. And of course, as you know, you will have to expect the unexpected on my channel. And of course, I want to make sure that I include different things, not just plushies all the time, but if people like the plushies being shown on YouTube, then YouTube, is just a place for creatives. It's supposed to be designed for creatives. There's a lot of things, sometimes people use YouTube, and I've seen, I don't want to say too much, but when I look at different fandoms, right, I've been in, there's a lot of different art stuff that I will particularly avoid, like especially when you create a really nice character and then they just practically distort the character, and that's particularly not good at all. So I tend to avoid that. The only thing you probably know the cat. I listen to the cat, that very annoying cat song. But I don't think it's annoying. I think it's very interesting. Of course, I listen to a lot, and as I do listen to music, and I sometimes think, or most of the time I listen to music, I think about, oh, this song means this song means this. It's the same with actors. If I follow an actor and they stand out, I'm like, oh, why have I suddenly just picked up and hypothetically liked the way they act, the way the voice that is done, all of that. There's a lot of different ways to explain that. Look, my voice can explain a lot of different things. Like, for example, look at this pen. It's a pen, right? I could just say, the green pen is green. Or I could say, the green sleek pen is very, very good for writing poetry and la-di-da-di-da. So practically, if I would explain who this is, I'm going to explain it, okay? The wonderful blue hedgehog with such fine hair and such sweet nose. Look at the special nose. Look at how cute and happy. Look at the lovely smile. Look into his eyes. Look into the hedgehog's eyes. There is a story there. See what I just did? I just explained it. Of course, I tend to pick up things from different movies that I have followed. Now, I would probably say that if I were to, I've got lots of figurines. You see, most of that is filled with, there's one Squishmallows thing there that I've got a lot of them. A bag full. Of course, yes, I've been holding onto this plushie for almost the whole video. So practically, there's that's a weird way of me saying practically. I say practically. I think it's a tagline. I think now that I've said it a few times, I think it's a tagline of Jessie's World of Fun. Of course. Now look at this. The way I'm talking, I am trying to be as clear as possible, and I understand there's someone coming in and out of this live video, and I'm not sure if it's who it is, but yeah, you disappeared again. And of course, now that I am going to be doing some videos, and I do have fitness today, gym fitness, and sometimes, well, you may not see this, but when I get stuck on a topic, I literally will just you know, I could probably talk for hours, but there are limits to YouTube. You don't do too much, otherwise you'll get locked out with the what's his name, how many hours you do on YouTube. And of course I've just been hugging this for the whole time, okay? And I just realized, you know, and also with my high functioning autism and stuff, I know that when I get hyper fixated on something, I get focused on it, and it doesn't leave my brain. So practically, when I think of, you get the idea, I may be thinking, oh, you know, I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about the blue hedgehog, thinking about it, and then suddenly 2 seconds later I've started to talk about this. See? Yeah, you see all the plushies in the background. That's because I love plushies, and you know, there's a few plushies that I haven't really shown on camera, but of course, hypothetically, if I tag, now, the thing about tagging, when I tag, if I tag more than once, it's probably because I'm making sure that if it's a content about a certain particular person, if I tag them, then they will see the video, and the fact that I've mentioned it in the video means that I might have something to say, or at the time. Of course, now tagging must be done in moderation, but if you have seen my channel, there was a singer that I followed, and I still am following, I might have tagged them multiple times, but because there is a new hyperfixation on this, you know, I mean, I am going to be tagging someone in this video, so I might need to make sure that I am being super clear and easy to understand. And of course, I have a lot to talk about, and practically, if I meet anyone famous, I'm probably going to be like, hello, my name is Jazzy, what's your favorite thing about blah 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 blah. And I'm going to make sure there was a lot of things I could do. I don't know if could be an interviewer, or I could interview people if I wanted to. I mean, I could just do this right now. Hello, Blue Hedgehog, why do you run so fast? Or something like that, but there is a hypothetically weird way that's not the best way to ask. The best way is to say like something like this. Hello, Blue Hedgehog. How are you? I'm going to give you a hug. See, there's different ways. Now, because I have high functioning autism, there's a lot of things I need to learn about using the right words at the right time, and of course, looking at my past videos, I've said a lot, and I'm working on I'm good at communication, but sometimes if I say something that's completely out of the ordinary, if I ever say anything that's completely out of the ordinary, like I know I call him the Blue Hedgehog, but it's just saying the name of the movie all the time it's okay, but I just don't know how YouTube will take it. And I'm also watching out, because if I say anything like Sonic, then I'm not sure how the YouTube algorithm will pick it up, whether the video will be, you know, I mean, I do tag, and it is YouTube. So, practically, I have a lot to say about this character, but I also want to make sure it's as clear as possible and as easy to understand as possible. I want to be able to understand how to talk on video, how to explain very clearly what I'm trying to say. And if it's not clear, then I may have to answer questions. Now, as there are no people in this live video right now, I just realized I have been talking for a long time and there has been no one in the video. I did see one person join, but I think sometimes it takes a while for people to join, and of course, because it's early in the morning, or maybe I don't know what time it is right now, my phone has a time on it, but because I do not want to disturb my YouTube live video, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. And yes, I have to go have breakfast soon before I go to fitness. Otherwise, that is a very important thing to do first thing in the morning. And because I have been talking for ages. Okay, now you get it. I've talked a lot. It's been 21 minutes since I've started this live. So practically, I need to make sure I finish this video before 11 and I need to go to my gym class. Fitness is important, and also explaining things, and of course, I'm here. Of course, I've got my phone. Everyone's got, I'm assuming, well, not everyone might have a phone, but of course, looking at my hair is all over the place, of course. I mean, when I squawk, I squawk. When I talk, I talk. When I squawk, I talk. And if you squawk, you'll talk. I'll talk. I mean, I'm just dropping some tagline. See, my voice, I say things in a funny way. I've got to work on my talking. This is me, particularly. I'm talking easy off, aren't I? I have been holding on to this. I think this has inspired me to talk. This is why I have this in the room with me. I mean, look, I know I go to Supernova, I go to Comic-Con. I mean, there was a lot of things. I mean, I could just go on stage and start talking like this with a microphone, but it might end up just me being funny with blah 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 blah, of course. And particularly when I was younger, I think there was this video on the internet of me talking about stuff, and now look at me today. I'm still talking like that. I'm still talking. Like, for example, here we have a hedgehog, and here we have a dragon. Here's a dragon. We are going to introduce the dragon to this character. Yes, look at this. This is a hedgehog. See, I am putting on a voice, of course. And of course, look at how scary that dragon looks. Okay, it's very detailed, and of course, it's a movie that I did like in the past. Okay, and I've always loved animals. Okay, so wouldn't be surprised if you just see a bunch of animal plushies up here on my channel. You all have, and particularly I am. I mean, you know what? If I were to public speak all of this, it's different because it's a different environment. People, there's stadiums, there's all kinds of things. Now looking at this, I am looking at a very unusual designed character. The head, the eyes, the nose, the arms, even the look of a hedgehog. Looking at this is something I got on a trip, and particularly I was looking for a particular plushie, and this is what I was looking for. Oh my gosh, did I look like I was, oh my gosh, did that look like I was gonna, oh well, you know what, I'm gonna have to, because, you know, okay, so, see this, mwah, see, okay, there you go, there, it's done, okay, that's what I had in my brain just now, okay, of course, this is one of my favourite plushies, one of my ultimate favourite plushies. Do you understand, for those who are watching, after this video, wow, I think I'm hyperventilating myself. but it's okay. After this video, I'm just getting all the information out of my head onto this video, and this video might take a while to upload, but it is going to be uploaded onto my channel, and I will share this with my friends, and of course, I am being serious right now. And that was just the audio in the background. Okay, bye. See ya.